So you're curious about what you should eat on the days that you work out, and the days that you don't work out. What does that look like? Come take a seat. Let's have a chat. So, you're confused. Riz, Adriano, help. I need some assistance. What with, you say? Well, I don't know what the to eat, when to eat it, and I'm just in shambles. Okay, let's get started. What we need to talk about is your general structure of what you eat and how much you eat of it. That sort of stuff. If on the days you're working out or doing any sort of extra activities like exercise-wise, what you need to understand is that you probably need to have a good amount of your carbohydrates, your whole daily intake worth of carbohydrates, pre-workout, probably 2 hours, 3 hours before you train. The idea is, I think, from memory, it's 60% of your total daily carbs pre-workout would be a really good idea. So like any time up to your workout. So let's say if I'm training at 3, it'd be a really good idea for me to have 60% of my carbohydrates before I trained. I think that's a really good idea, and I think it's kind of common sense. Fuel your body up and then give some carbs post-workout, and then you're done. So for me, that makes a lot of sense, and according to the research, that's pretty much the go from what I've read and what I've watched. However, it's kind of up to you as well. You know, like not everybody is going to fit in line with the research, sure, but generally speaking, for general population, which is, if you're watching this, your general population, what you need to understand is that, yeah, you're going to have a fair bit of carbs before you train, or you should. That's going to help you with your performance. Not only that, you should have some protein in there as well, and you should have some protein post-workout as well. So that can look like anything that you want. So let's say we have breakfast, oats, protein shake, breakfast, eggs, toast, breakfast, fruit salad, protein shake, whatever it is, some form of carbohydrates and some sort of protein. Then for lunch, a bit higher on the carbohydrate front probably if you're working out in the evening, and then a decent serve of protein, 30 to 50 grams. Pre-workout, I'd probably say 2 hours before, probably some carbs, so maybe 2 bananas, something like that. And then after, a small amount of carbs with a small amount of protein, so you could have a protein shake, and then you could have some toast. You get protein shake, you could have a banana again, an apple, strawberries, even though they're not very high in carbs, but whatever, anything. But that's pretty much how you can break it up and how you can get it done. You need to have a big portion of your carbs pre-workout, and that's it. Protein, luckily, can be split out throughout the day. So you don't particularly need protein pre-workout. There is some evidence to suggest post-workout's a good idea. I just recommend splitting it up into 4 serves throughout the day. 3 main meals, snacks. So 75% of your protein should come from main meals, and then 25% of that protein should come from snacks. Everybody's different though. 100% of your carbs in the whole day. Typically, I just let people set that number for themselves. So whatever you enjoy eating, like some people will say you need 45 grams of fats per day or whatever, or like per kilogram of body weight, you need X amount of fat, you need X amount of carb. However, I don't agree to that. I think for general population at least, you need to be able to eat something you enjoy on a regular basis. What that means is we need to find what you enjoy. That's why I don't prescribe anything for anybody too soon. I go, you should have this, this, and this, or this, this, and this. I just don't think that's how it should be done. You need to kind of find that for yourself. Unfortunately, that means kind of bumbling your way through trial and error. Do I like oats and protein shake, or sometimes you'll like it for 3 months and then you want something different, so then facilitating that. Everybody's different. I was having a protein powder every morning, 2 scoops for breakfast, didn't really like it, then just waited until 7 or 8 until I had a Subway sub foot long, done. Everybody's different though, and your time and your life, you're not gonna eat the same thing forever for life. But yes, there are certain guidelines, so I'd recommend sticking to those. 60% of your carbs pre-training, but what if you don't train in the morning, let's say? If you don't train in the afternoon, you train in the morning, then just do the best you can. Have a lot of carbs post-workout, I would recommend. But what I do recommend is not having a lot of carbs before bed, just simply because you're not gonna use that fuel. And I think if you're in a fat loss phase, which most of the people watching this probably are, I definitely recommend you steer clear of carbs pre-bed, just because you're not gonna be able to use that fuel. I like carbs because it's sort of, I can frame it around the workouts and I can frame it post-workout, and then dinner time, it's just usually steak and veg and I'm off. That way the meal is a bit smaller, easier for my body to digest, and I can go straight to bed. But that's because like I finish work at 8 and then I go to bed at 9. So it's just that as well. So team, I hope this video has been informative. How to sort of structure your eating, percentages of what you should include, and timing as well. But my main takeaways are 4 protein hits a day. 1 of those hits being snacks spread throughout the day. 3 main meals, okay? Taking up 75% of your protein intake. 60% of your carbs should be taken directly before you train. If you can't and you train in the morning, just do what you can. Have some fast digesting carbohydrate source, toast, fruit, whatever, just to get you going. Hope this video helps. See you on the next one.